G'day ladies and gentlemen, Piedudeaus here and welcome back to my BuildCraft review. In this episode I'm going to be looking at the mining well and also the pump. Now you've pretty much seen the pump before, I've got one just sitting over there. So you've seen the basics of how it works, but I'll just go into a little bit more detail of it in this episode. But the first one we're going to be looking at, and we'll get straight into it, is the mining well. Alright, so the first thing we're going to look at is the mining well, and pretty much how's it crafted? Well, get a bit of redstone, an iron gear. Now I pretty much showed how the gears all are crafted in the last episode. Just to get a iron gear, you got to get, I'll go through the sequence anyway. You got to get some sticks that will craft the wooden gear. And I think I can actually probably demonstrate better here. Once you've got the wooden gear, then you get a stone gear, which is crafted with the wooden gear in the middle, then surrounded by stone. And of course then you get to the iron, which is just simply the stone gear surrounded by the iron. Alright, and I'll quickly just go back onto it. So yeah, once you've got the redstone and the iron gear, then you've got an iron pickaxe, and then you just go down the sides with 6 iron ingots all through on each side. And of course that will give you the mining well. Alright, so it's pretty cool. What the actual mining well does is, once you put it down, look, that's what it looks like. It's pretty cool. I'm just now going to hook up a redstone, not redstone, a steam engine, plonk it next to it. Whoops, wrong spot. Helps just right next to it, and I just give it a redstone signal, and of course a bit of coal. Just give it a couple of bits, and that's it. And what it does, it just digs a hole one by one straight down where it goes, and as you can see, kind of like popcorn popping out of a popcorn machine. But yeah, so that's pretty much all it does, is the just dig straight down, and yeah, it just pops the stuff out of the top, unless of course you put a chest next to it, which as you can see, it's now filling up the stuff there with the, filling up all the items it mines into the chest there. Again, if you wanted to, you can pipe it with the pipes. You can just connect the pipes to it as well. That'll pump it into a chest as well. And yeah, so other than that, it just pretty much goes straight down to bedrock, or until it hits lava, one of the two. So it may not necessarily go all the way down, but otherwise it will go straight down to bedrock. And yeah, basically that's pretty much all it will do. It's just, as I said, just a one by one hole straight down. So nothing overly flash, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. But so you probably wouldn't use it because the big daddy of all the mining is the quarry, and we'll be getting to that in the very next episode. Is far better than this. But there is a reason why you'd want to be making this mining well, and since I've now basically showed you what that does, I'll break that off. No need to keep looking at it anymore. Oops, make that a bit quicker. And we'll move that, because there's one other thing that just to mention with the mining well is, you see this pipe here. This is just like the mining well pipe. This can't be crafted. This is just you can break it and then collect it yourself if you wanted to. But yeah, it's just what the mining pipe actually, or the mining well, creates. Actually, I'll just leave that there so I know where the hole was. But yeah, otherwise you can't really do much else with that mining pipe, or yeah, the mining pipe at all. But yeah, otherwise, let's move right along, and I'll quickly just turn the rain off. And yeah, so let's have a look at the pump. Now, you've seen it before, how the basic thing operates. You just need to make the pump, plunk down an engine next to it, and it'll pump out liquid. In this case, I demonstrated with water. Well, this time I'm going to use this oil well, because it's been here, showcasing itself for a fair bit. So let's have a look at what it can really do. What's something else we can really do with this thing? Okay, let's come up one more, I think, probably. Okay, that'll do. About there will do. So move along. One more, and now I'm going to get the pump, which will be just there. I'll get these things out of the way, and now I'm going to just plonk that down on top. I'll drop down, and as you probably would have seen, it actually drops the alarm down. It would have sucked the first bit up, but it's just sitting there for now because it needs some power, and we're about to give it that. So let's go back up here. And we'll give just a couple of these redstone engines, I think should probably just about do it. And I reckon I can put one about there. Hopefully one will work on the top. And I need to give them a redstone signal, so hopefully I can do that and that might work. It's not exactly the best looking thing you've probably ever seen in your life, but with a bit of luck that should work. Yep, there they go. Nice. And then all you simply do is just connect up a couple of your pipes, your waterproof pipes that is, to your pump, and with a bit of luck that'll actually start. It probably wasn't the most effective the engines to use. I probably could have used some. I probably like the combustion engine might have been a little bit more efficient, but again, just to demonstrate, that's all I'm doing here. Now I'll chuck a couple of them up there. So hopefully that might start working. If not, I might need to crank up a different engine onto that to help it get along. I might just see if I can actually crank a stone or a steam engine pipe next to it. Might be a bit more effective. Might help just sort of push the. There we go. Yeah, so probably a steam engine might be a bit more effective than just the redstone, because the redstone will work, but it just takes a lot longer for it to really heat up. And as you can see, it's pumped the liquid into the tank there. And as you can see, now the little oil spout that was here is dropping down in size. You can see the little arm moves down. It'll suck up that one block, which you'll see just here. Eventually, boop, there it goes, and then the arm drops down again. There it goes, and it just keeps pumping the fuel out. So there you go. That's pretty much what the pump does. Actually, did I show you how that thing's crafted? I'm not sure if I did. But to actually craft the pump, all you actually need to do is get yourself a mining well, which you saw me just craft just a few moments ago. Plonk it in your crafting slot with a tank above it, and that will craft you the pump. And that's all there is to it. That's how you craft the... Oh, that's clever. Actually, well, that's interesting. Now let's turn to water. That's quite interesting. I was above the top of the spout, but now apparently the spout has now turned to water. The water is okay. Well, that's a bit of an issue. But in case I did actually have a question, somebody had asked, what happens if you try and mix the water with the lava or anything? Well, as you can see, it's now just filling up the pipes, because it can't flow into the same tank as the where there's a different liquid inside. So that's pretty much what will happen. Well, that was a little bit interesting, because that's where it should be going down. Because when you actually come to these little oil wells, see how there's these big holes there's that big hole there? That should actually have oil in it, not water. So, a little bit interesting. I want to see if I can quickly grab myself a bucket, if I can just sap that out of there. Where's the buckets? Wasn't quite expecting this to happen. See? Okay, that's weird, because I just did that and I grabbed oil. Okay, it's probably a graphical glitch or something. But yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a flop. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That just shows you the mining well and also the pump. Again, you can use the pump to get water, lava, or whatever else you would have seen me demonstrate before. You can also, as you would have seen before, you can create yourself a 2x2 hole if you just want to help give water or constant water supply to your combustion engines. But yeah, other than that, that's it. So thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to leave any comments or anything you might want to actually ask. I'll do my absolute best to try and answer if one of you other legends can't answer for you. And so yeah, so that's it. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff as well. And till next time, keep cool, keep safe, and I'll catch you around. Goodbye.